Hello and welcome back, everyone, to LexTalk, exploring English and linguistics in Thailand. You're joining us for Season 4, Episode 3.
We are so excited to have you with us.
We are. Today, we're diving deep into something pretty amazing that's happening right here in Thailand, actually across the world, but especially here.
Oh, it's a big one.
Huge. We're talking about how people are learning English these days and the massive impact, the huge role that YouTube is playing.
It really is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we think back just a short while ago, like a decade or two, classrooms and textbooks were the mainstays for learning English.
They were, yeah.
But now we have this amazing resource. YouTube has just blown the doors wide open.
It has. It's become the central hub for education. So in this deep dive, we are really going to unpack all of that. Why YouTube is so effective, how Thai learners are already using it in such creative ways, and what educators and parents can do to really support and enhance this learning.
We want to give you a clear picture of YouTube's potential for both learners and teachers.
We do.
This deep dive is for everyone passionate about English. So whether you are a student, a teacher, or a parent, we hope you'll find it valuable.
We hope so.
So why don't we just jump right in? What makes YouTube such a game changer for learning English?
Okay, let's do it.
I think the first thing that hits you is just the sheer volume of content. It's unlike anything we've ever seen before. Whether you're struggling with a specific grammar point or want to experience real-life English through vlogs or interviews, you're almost guaranteed to find multiple YouTube channels that meet your exact needs and interests.
It's really personalized learning, isn't it?
It is, and the way information is presented through videos is also key.
Definitely. It's not just about the content, but how it's delivered.
Exactly. It's about multimodal learning. YouTube videos often combine audio, visuals, and text through captions, making it a much richer learning experience.
So our brains are processing all of this information simultaneously, which, learning theories like the dual coding theory suggest can really boost understanding and memory retention.
That's it. It's like reinforcing the information through multiple senses.
It is. And of course, we can't forget about the accessibility and flexibility YouTube offers.
Yes. This is where it becomes a true disruptor in education. You're no longer bound by rigid schedules or locations. You can learn anywhere, anytime, and at your own pace. Rewind if you need to, pause to take notes. It's all up to you.
You're in control. And what's really exciting is that YouTube opens up a whole world of cultural immersion.
Absolutely. When you watch content created by native English speakers, you're exposed to real-world accents, slang, and all those subtle cultural nuances that textbooks often miss.
You're getting a feel for how the language is actually used in real-life situations.
That's right, and this is resonating deeply in Thailand. YouTube is the #1 online platform for independent English study among Thai students. It's clear that learners here are embracing it.
Wow, that really highlights its popularity. Let's get into the specifics. How are Thai learners using YouTube to improve their English skills?
There are several key approaches we're seeing. One of the most popular is through dedicated English lesson and grammar channels. Channels like BBC Learning English, Speak English with Mr. Duncan, English Class 101 are very popular.
Those names are everywhere.
They are. They offer structured grammar lessons, vocabulary building, and they show how the language is used in context through dialogues and examples. Some even use visuals like timelines or animations to illustrate tricky grammar points.
Like tenses, which can be really confusing.
Exactly. The visual element makes it so much easier to grasp those concepts.
Another popular technique is watching videos with subtitles.
Yes, watching with either Thai or English subtitles has a twofold benefit. It improves listening comprehension because you can match the spoken word with the written text, and it helps you learn new vocabulary in context as you read.
Like watching a show like Friends or Modern Family with subtitles.
Exactly. It's fun, engaging, and educational all at the same time. And then we have this interesting trend of YouTubers becoming conversation models.
That's something I find really intriguing. Can you explain a little more about that?
By watching native and even non-native English speakers interacting naturally in their videos, learners are picking up on aspects of spoken English beyond just words and grammar. Things like intonation, the rhythm of speech, common expressions, and even slang.
So it's more about how they're saying it, not just what they're saying.
That's right. We see Thai students learning everyday phrases like, "What's up?" or "I'm down," by watching vloggers use them naturally.
It's authentic.
It is. It's a more informal and, I think, a more relatable way to learn. And finally, we can't forget about YouTube's role in test preparation and academic English.
Yes, especially with so many Thai students aiming for international education.
Absolutely. There are numerous channels dedicated to exams like IELTS, TOEFL, and the CEFR, which is the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. Channels like Academic English Help or IELTS Liz are great examples.
So it's not just about casual learning, it's supporting academic goals as
Yeah,
well.
it is.
That's amazing. For our listeners in Thailand who are excited about this, what are some YouTube channels that you would recommend?
There are so many great ones. BBC Learning English is fantastic for grammar, listening practice, and idioms. Speak English with Mr. Duncan is great for clear explanations and speaking practice. VOA Learning English uses news content to improve listening and vocabulary.
Keeping up with current events.
Exactly. For local touch, English Addict Thailand provides tutorials with both Thai and English, which can be especially helpful for beginners. English with Lucy focuses on pronunciation and language tips. And for those at a more advanced level, Ingvid is excellent for in-depth grammar.
So many options.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to listeners on how to make the most of these channels?
Subscribing to channels that fit your learning goals is key. Turn on captions in English or Thai, depending on your preference. It helps reinforce what you're hearing. And most importantly, be an active learner. Don't just watch passively. Repeat phrases, write down new vocabulary, and try to summarize the main points of the video after watching.
Make it interactive. Now let's shift gears a bit. How can teachers integrate YouTube into their classrooms?
There are lots of creative ways to do this. Teachers can assign listening tasks based on YouTube channels, use videos as warm-up activities or homework assignments, and even encourage students to create topic-based playlists.
I love the playlist idea.
It's a great way to encourage independent learning. And from a teaching perspective, YouTube offers a fantastic opportunity to analyze communication more deeply. Teachers can pause videos to discuss intonation, facial expressions, and body language, helping students understand the full message.
It's about more than just the words themselves.
Right. Another effective strategy is using short, maybe 5-minute videos to reinforce specific lesson objectives. It's a great way to revisit a concept in a fresh and engaging way.
So it's about being strategic and thoughtful. Now, while YouTube offers so much, are there any limitations that we should be aware of?
Of course, YouTube isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. The sheer amount of content can be overwhelming, and not all of it is suitable for every learner.
True, some videos can be very fast-paced or use complex vocabulary.
Yes, so Thai learners, especially beginners, might need some guidance to find the right content. And then there's YouTube's algorithm, which, while helpful, can also lead to distractions. It's easy to get sidetracked.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
Exactly. So teachers can play a critical role by curating lists of relevant channels and videos for their students, helping them navigate YouTube's vast library.
That guidance is invaluable. So what is the main takeaway from this deep dive?
It's clear that YouTube has become an incredibly valuable tool for English language learning in Thailand. It caters to a wide range of needs, from casual learning to academic preparation, and offers a wealth of opportunities for learners and educators alike.
And for those who haven't fully embraced YouTube yet, whether you are a student or an educator, what would you say to them?
I'd say it's never too late to explore its potential. There's a world of knowledge and engaging content just waiting to be discovered.
Absolutely. And for our next deep dive, we'll be exploring the world of social media and how platforms like TikTok and Instagram are impacting language learning. Don't miss it.
We'll be diving deep into the trends and challenges.
We will. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, SoundCloud, and Spotify at LexTalk Podcast. Share this deep dive with anyone who might find it useful.
We've had a great time exploring YouTube's impact on English language learning in Thailand with you all.
We have. And with that, it's time to say goodbye.
Let's talk, let's learn, let's Lex talk.